Hello, I am going to provide a brief overview of the Ethics and Advocacy Project for Teach 278, which is you writing a letter to a legislator. In the module that I went through related to ethics and advocacy, I shared some about different topics and things to consider when you're writing your letter. You can really write about any topic that you want that's relevant to early childhood education. And of course, remembering that you're writing this as a student from Illinois State University. So, keeping those things in mind, you can write about whatever you want to, but if you're not sure about where to go or you want some ideas to get you started, there are a couple of different websites that I've included here that will give you some information about topics that are of importance at the federal level. That's what these two are, or at the state level. That's the Start Early. Once you decide on that topic, then you'll need to decide if it's somebody that you want to write at the state level or at the federal level. Like it says here, if it's something like teacher pay or class teacher-child ratio, that would be something that you would write a state senator or representative about. If it's something like education funding or inclusion practices or things related to federal laws like the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, those would be things you would write your federal legislator. So to figure out who those people are, if you don't already know, if you click on that link, it'll take you here. You click on Illinois, and you can see quickly some information about how to find out who my legislator is. So if you click on this, find my legislator, and if you go up to search Illinois, I'm going to put in my zip code. And this shows, so if I want to only look for a senator, then I can just take off the House. If I only want to look for the House, I can take off this. So this shows me who my state senators are. It also shows me, federal offices, the governor, the lieutenant governor. It will also tell me who my U.S. senators are, as well as my U.S. representative. So everything that you would need to know, you can find out at the website. And that's this one here that I clicked. I'm sorry, that's this one. I apologize. If you are not sure how to go about writing your letter, you can go to this website, which provides you an overview about writing letters to legislators, things to include. You can see samples of letters and things like that at this website. Once you have all of that and you are beginning to draft your letter, you want to make sure that your letter includes why you think this topic is important. You want to provide at least 5 different arguments for why you think that the legislator should look into this, should either write a bill or support a bill related to this topic. And once you do that, you'll submit that draft of your letter to me. You'll go into Canvas to do this. I'm going to show you this not in student view because it's a little bit further down in the semester. So once we get, I think it's in weeks. Let me look and see where that's at. I thought it was in week 4 or 5. I may not have it open in here yet. Either way, I apologize. It will be midway through the semester. It's right after spring break that the draft of this is due. It's due on March 22nd. So you'll submit your draft. I'll provide you some feedback. And then you'll send your letter. Most people send it through email. Once we get to that point, I'll do another quick video about how you can go about doing that. When you send your letter, I do ask that you take a screenshot of your computer screen with a timestamp so I know when you sent your letter. And then you'll submit that along with your original or the letter that you sent, a response if you get one from your legislator, and a 2 to 3 page reflective paper related to these topics. And those are due at the end of the semester. This is the criteria for this reflective paper. You don't get specific points for submitting your draft. I just give you feedback. I think it has like 1 point or something in Canvas just because it makes it easier for me to keep track of things. But that doesn't mean you aren't required, because you are required to submit a draft of this, and I need to approve it before you send it to your legislator. So hopefully this helps. If you have questions about this when you get ready to work on your letter, please reach out and let me know.